After all this disruption in the tariff regime, what would a sound trade agenda look like moving forward? And what would your recommendations be to lawmakers?
I might just
I'm
emphasize that
happy. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
I would just say at the very top, I think we've all talked about uncertainty. I think certainty is very important here. Even if the choice is to go with some sort of overarching, very broad, very historically massive tariff regime, keeping it in place would at least give certainty to businesses to respond to it. So I think and legally that might mean Congress trying to actually pull back some power here and say this cannot be just policy that the president sets. We need to have more tariff setting authority in Congress. But I think by and large, certainty has to be core to the tariff project.
I will tell you that on a going forward basis, what I worry a lot about, and I've echoed this a little bit, and Riley, I think, has spoken to this as well, is those trade acts exist for a reason. And the more that they are stretched and distorted to achieve some different goal, I think undermines their ability to be used in a useful way going forward, again, to protect US manufacturers from dumping and to really directly address unfair trade practices to the extent that Section 301 is appropriate. So I worry on the other side of this when the 301s, I would hope eventually are wound down by some next administration, how we sort of regain credibility with those trade tools, because they are an important part of the administration's toolkit. And the more that they're used inappropriately, the harder it is to use them, I think, in a valid way on a going forward basis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tariffs are not a good tool for macroeconomic policy. They might have some purposes for unfair trade practices, but we shouldn't think, I mean, you can go back to Adam Smith, right? We're not mercantilists here. The macroeconomic goal is not to reduce the trade deficit. Tariffs are not what we want to be doing for macroeconomic policy purposes.